eGov at the moment, semi-functional on a good day. I think people are having issues just getting into the system at the moment. It's been expensive. It's not working, I think, as either developers or users had hoped it would be at this stage. So when did you start looking at blockchain as the answer to the situation? Why do you feel...
Look, I think e-service is a long process. To introduce into a system that uses paper complete e-services is a very long and painful journey. We know that, we understand that, but we are totally committed to it, and we will get there. I think people will know we are taking £100,000 a month on e-services today from people using basic e-services. So there's an appetite, people want to use it, and people are using it. And so I think the premise of your question is extremely unfair. Are we there yet? No, we're not. I'm the first to admit it, but we will get there, and I think people need to be patient. In terms of adding blockchain into that pot, we started working on this probably 2 years ago when we were approached by RSK IOVlabs, who Diego Gutierrez, who's the CEO of that group, is one of the first people we spoke to about blockchain going back to 2014, a long time ago. And he was one of the first drivers of getting our interest into blockchain involved. They approached us and they said, what about doing this? We love the idea because we've invested a lot of time, a lot of effort. We've created a completely new business industry in Gibraltar within financial services from nothing. 15 companies employing people, raising a lot of money within law firms, accounting firms and other businesses that are set up servicing that industry. And we thought, well, why shouldn't we do blockchain in practice, apart from just having a legal platform to enable firms to come from here? And it was their proposal that came. There was a significant cost, over £1 million, 1.3, 1.4 million pounds. We were looking at them funding part of it, and then there was a chunk left to be paid. Our view was, at this moment in time with COVID, we couldn't put that money in. And so IOVlabs are investing a significant chunk of money, and the rest is being funded by Bitso, another DLT blockchain firm, who we are delighted to have on board with us in supporting it. So it's another example of the public sector and the private sector coming together for the benefit of Jib PLC in doing something which is new and innovative and which will bolster the e-services that we will deliver together with some blockchain facilities in about 12 months' time.
Sorry, for the user then, I mean, what difference will the average citizen experience when interacting with eGov? When will the changes start to be shown?
It's going to take the best part of a year. It's starting in early 22, so I'd hope by this time next year people will be able to be using our e-services with some of those parts, primarily those linked to credentials, being put on the blockchain. And each individual citizen that wants to use it, that won't have to, will be able to have their own personal identifier key, and they can give access to whoever they want for whatever reasons they want. So this is not limited just to government. You could have private institutions that wish to join on, and you may want to give them your key to have access to your data, whatever data you may wish them to access.
Yeah. So obviously you're saying Bitso and IOVlabs are being instrumental in setting this up. There will be software that will need to be changed or updated to make this practicable. Who's covering the cost of that implementation and its upkeep in general?
The pilot project is exclusively being funded by IOVlabs and Bitso. It's over $1 million worth. It's not costing the taxpayer or the government of Gibraltar a penny. And so why are they doing this? IOVlabs, when they have the Gibraltar system working, will be able to go around the world and say, proof of concept, this is how it works, this is what we built. That's why they are investing. We have a very good relationship with us, but nobody gives us money for nothing. And so there is an end game. Bitso, obviously, are very good friends of Gibraltar's. They were, again, one of the first firms that joined us in the blockchain journey. And for them to support the jurisdiction that has enabled them to become a unicorn, valued today at over $1 billion, they feel they owe a lot to Gibraltar. And to have those two groups coming together with government and e-services all coming together at once is fantastic. I mean, it's a sheer joy to see.
And final question, a lot of people think of blockchain, they will be thinking of Bitcoin and so on. Is this a step towards being able to pay your water bills in Bitcoin, for example?
I have no doubt we will get there. I think people need to understand that there is blockchain and there is crypto. They're two very different things. But obviously, having the blockchain enables you to do the crypto if you want to. I don't think it'll be too far away before we will allow people to do that if they choose. Interestingly, the Bitso support is in Bitcoin. And that's been quite an interesting concept for us to work with in putting them together and enabling that money to come through. But look, this is very, very good news for Gibraltar as a blockchain centre. This has been reported all over the world today in news media, from CoinDesk, which has over 50 million hits a month in terms of the news uptake, Forbes. I'm doing an interview tomorrow with the Financial Times. The interest in this story is all over the world, and it's great for Gibraltar, and I'm very proud to be driving it with my team.
We'll have to ask you about the government's crypto holdings another day. Thanks for joining.